Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And we're going to talk about New York Comic Con's virtual event.
The one that's going to be better than San Diego?
The one that's going to
actually work this time?
Bigger, better, badder. And yeah, it's about as dismal as San Diego's was. Now, there's a lot of talk about how New York was learning from the mistakes of the San Diego Comic Con, and look at the numbers on YouTube. I don't think they learned anything.
Well, here's the thing. Even if they learn from the mistakes from the San Diego Comic Con, people aren't coming.
No, they're not.
The panel numbers are terrible, except for like the boys. The boys did great, which I'm sure most people are not surprised about. But if you look at some of the numbers, if you go to the videos, yeah, and you go down here at some of the ones that 3 hours ago, 981 views, Batman Beyond cast.
Oh my God.
They're just Venom King in Black Marvel 4 hours ago, 578 views. Song of the Hedgehog comics, 800 views. They had it was like, what was it, 400 and some views on the Woke Show.
Oh God, yeah, the Woke Show. Yeah, we'll go down. Let's start looking at some of the views here.
Even Will Wheaton couldn't bring them in for, here's the Woke Show, 21 hours ago, 507 views. 507.
507 views for Woke. Now, here, the High Republic, there's probably a lot of hate views on this one, I'm guessing.
Oh, but look here. The Boys cast interview, 46,000.
Well, yeah, because people actually like that show.
They like that show. Whoa. 507.
507? Oh, my God. Now, this is sad, though. Live with Tenacious, you've got Jack Black, who's actually got his own YouTube channel, and he's got millions of people that watch him on YouTube. Mm-hmm. They had Live with Tenacious D, and it only got 2.4 thousand views. Now,
like I said, the flip side of this, why I said this with San Diego, is there's a lot more people that can watch these videos. Like, you couldn't have got 46,000 people into the panel room in New York City.
No.
So in that regard, some of these like 6.5 thousand, 1.1 thousand, or more people than would have got to see the panel live had it been at the actual event. However, with it being on YouTube and with the reach that these people supposedly had, because they're Hollywood, by golly, and they're working with YouTube on this one. New York Comic Con is working with YouTube.
Wait, they're working with YouTube?
Yes, they're working with YouTube for this one, and all of that, and these are the numbers they're still getting.
Oh my God, DC Comics draws YA, because this is what DC Comics fans want. They want more YA graphic novels. 252 views.
But then Alan Tudyk couldn't bring it in either, and usually he brings a lot of people. So it's the nature of the beast. People don't want it virtual. No. They're either there because one of two things: either they actually like it, or like in Doctor Who, they're probably there just to see what load of shit they're going to spend this week.
Yeah.
And it's just, these are bad numbers, guys. Like, these are not good.
Yeah, these are not good numbers at all. And it's actually, I think these numbers might be worse than the average on San Diego Comic-Con. I think at least with San Diego Comic-Con, people were curious back then what a virtual convention would look like. And now that they know, they don't give a shit.
They aren't there because they don't care.
They don't care. Now, the DC Fandom event did pretty okay. But that was structured a little bit differently. But this is like, if you're going by the YouTube numbers, they're freaking abysmal. Now, DC, though, they actually kind of hid their fandom numbers, and they started including, even people talking about the fandom event in their numbers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, our video would have been accounted. Now, some of these ones that are kind of later, there are a bunch of people waiting for. They aren't happening until 8 o'clock at night. There's a lot of people in there already.
Yeah.
Probably having a chat going on. Some of them, I think they might do better than others, obviously, but this is bad.
This is bad. I mean, this is really bad. It just does not work. And the thing is some of these, I would think that they would have a lot of people there. I would. But, I mean, just looking at it's like, God, guys, this is not good. But they have a lot of premieres, too.
Well, that's what they're doing. No, all of them I think they're all pretty much premieres. And what they're doing is, because they're not doing it live. What we learned from San Diego was we should do them live. Except they're not live. They're premieres. And what that means is they're pre-recorded, but they premiere them so people can make comments in the chat box.
Wow.
But it's still not live. You're not interacting with people on the panel. If you're at a real panel, you get to ask questions, question, and answer. I mean, if people that are part of the panel are in the chat, you might have a chance to talk to them, but I guarantee that not all the chats have people in them that will give you the opportunity to speak to somebody.
Well, we got 161 people watching Cinefix's World Tour of Vampires.
Okay.
So there we go. Yeah, guys, I don't know what to tell you. Like, this is this. I want to see.
That I want to see. Yes,
that's Demon Slayer
it. We'll
panel.
have to get home so we can watch the Demon Slayer panel.
Yeah. Just nobody really cares. And look, I'm not trying to be a dick. But just to put it in perspective, we have a relatively small YouTube channel.
It is pretty small.
Clownfish TV is not a big YouTube channel. We have over 100,000 subs. That's not, by YouTube standards, that's microscopic, right? And that's no shade against, our supporters. Thank you for that. But all of New York Comic Con got 172,000 views in a day. Clownfish TV got 222,000 views in a day. We did like 3 videos yesterday.
Right.
Talking about a lot of the same stuff that these guys are talking about without celebrities. It's just you and I talking with Bob and avatars.
Yep.
And again, we're by no means the biggest channel that covers this stuff out there.
No, nowhere near it.
So we've got like all the king's horses and all the king's men. Can't put the convention scene back together again,
or Hollywood.
Or something. Hollywood can't do it. Maybe, and this is sort of the unified theory of everything here, and Nerdist is also failing. The Nerdist YouTube channel is kind of failing now. Geek and Sundry, since the Critical Role guys left, they're failing because Legendary had to lay a bunch of people off. Could it be that the average people on the street, the average fans, don't give a shit about Hollywood anymore?
Yeah, imagine that.
That they're not going to listen to Hollywood praise itself.
Right. They don't want to hear their hot takes on everything.
And a lot of this, just seems very, very fake. So they're turning to YouTubers who don't have a dog in the fight to get their opinions on things. And in regards to this, my opinion is that New York Comic Con and San Diego Comic Con both failed miserably.
Yeah. At
the virtual con.
No, before we do that, they do have tomorrow and Sunday, which people are off on weekends.
Well, that's
so
true.
We'll have to take a look at it again.
That's true.
Tomorrow, if I'm going to be completely fair, I will look at it again tomorrow and Sunday when they probably will have their bigger panels and most people are off work. We might see an increase. I mean, it's a good chance if their big days are going to be then. Totally possible. So I'm not going to go and say that. But do I think in any way, shape, or form this is going to be as big as an actual convention? Hell no.
No, it's not even going to do. I don't think it's going to do as well as DC's. It said it's anyone's guess. This article coming from the Wrap just like 2 days ago. It's anyone's guess how New York Comic Con is going to do. But given the benefit of watching the stumbles and victories of the 2 cons that went before, the odds are certainly in favor of Reed Pop's 4-day convention.
So far, it's not been successful.
So far, it's not. Yeah.
It might make it up on the weekend though. We'll have to watch and see. I'm not holding my breath though.
I'm not either.
I think there'll be a definite uptick, but do I think it's going to bring the numbers? No.
Yeah, they're going to have more than 170 virtual TV, film, and comic center panels. This is not what people want to watch.
But I am torn, though. The one thing I do like about it, if I'm going to give it a positive,
okay.
I really do like the fact that if you go to an actual event, you might stand there in line and never get into the panel. This way, you still get to see the panel. It's not the same thing because you don't have the environment, you don't have the excitement. There's a lot of things that go into being at a convention.
The smells.
Yeah, well, that's true. But there's a lot of things if you've been to conventions that go into the experience besides listening to people talk. You don't have that. But what you do have is a chance to get in there and see what other people get to see too. And you can, if you can't watch it because you're working or something, it's going to be up for a while. So that wisdom, that whatever you want to take, what your takeaway from it, whatever you want to get from it, you have more time to look at it and see it and watch it at your own pace. That I do like. I think that's a really good thing, especially right now with a lot of people being up in the air with things in 2020. I like that a lot, but I don't think that it's going to have the reach. And it's not the same thing as a real convention. It's just not. It's just people are going to be there for the cosplayers. Yeah. The cosplayers are there for their photos. The people are there for, they want to go to the artist alley and they want to talk to these people, firsthand. They want to talk to them and they want to, be in, around other fans that are you're having a chat in the line while you're waiting for somebody. And there's something to be said about the actual experience and it's not there.
No, it's not. It's hard to replicate that. But the thing is, and we've said this before, we've said this in our other videos talking about the San Diego Comic-Con, and part of the reason I think that Hollywood and the comic book industry are so salty about YouTube is that YouTubers have been able to sort of tap into that audience that they traditionally have sort of held captive for all these years. And, frankly, we don't play by the same rules.
No, and at these conventions, and this is good, okay, take it as you will. If these conventions were smart, maybe they'd start bringing in some YouTubers. I'm not saying us per se, but you have VidCon and some YouTube-centric conventions. But if they were smart, they bring in some of the people that are, people that they want to see.
Yeah.
I mean, they do it sometimes, but they're always kissing the celebrities and Hollywood's asses. Maybe they should give YouTube people a chance.
Yeah, but instead they spend all their time attacking YouTubers.
Right.
The comics media, Hollywood media, a lot of these people, the nerdists and all these websites have spent a lot of time attacking people like us. So I guess I find it very hard to muster up any tears if they're not doing well on YouTube.
Yeah, well, maybe the fundamentally it all has to shift. But, hey, it is what it is. We'll look at it again in a couple days, see if they got any better. But the good news is if you can't watch them today, you could watch them tomorrow. You could watch them a week from now if you give a shit. A lot of the stuff are things people don't care about. What's this? Get your freak on. Inside
Blumhouse new bot. Okay, so this is the horror movie.
Okay, yeah. I'm like some of these things people like, Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer, I might actually
some of these things people like. Here's about drawing manga. I'm sure Pinky Boo actually want to see that. And then there's other ones people don't give a shit about, like DCYA novel artists.
Yeah.
People aren't very happy with you after some of the choices have been made in some of these stories.
Meanwhile, YouTubers can pull in thousands, some of them tens of thousands of concurrent viewers because they've cultivated an audience, and most of the YouTubers that have audiences that big are known for not pulling any punches and playing the Hollywood game.
Right. So it's just going to be hit or miss on this.
We'll see.
Yeah. But we'll see what happens. We'll look at it again in a couple days.
Yeah, you're being way nicer than I would be.
I'm just like, okay, I do think it's going to fail miserably. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to give the benefit of the doubt because we if we're going to be fair, we really should wait until after Saturday and Sunday to I just thought about that in the middle of this.
Look at this. We got Neil Gaiman. Neil Gaiman. I would have Neil Gaiman on Clownfish TV being interviewed by Kevin Smith, and they mustered up 5,000 views.
Well, that's better than the one where he was doing that schmodown. They hardly got any views.
Oh my God. No. It's just, yeah. This is why they hate us, guys. This is why they hate us. So I don't know. We're gonna wrap this up.
Yeah.
I might go watch that Demon Slayer panel.
I think I might want to watch that too.
That looks pretty cool. All right, guys. So please subscribe to Clownfish TV for more pop culture news, views, and rants. We don't have the celebrities.
Right, but if you feel like giving a pity view to New York Comic Con, by all means.
Go for it.
Go give them some pity views.
Give them some pity views.
All right, we'll talk to you later.
See ya.